So let's talk about love. Because this word love has been used in so many different ways and carries so many different meanings for different people. Usually it's referring to a feeling, an experience of feeling loving. Can you hear me? You look like you can't hear me. Can you hear me okay?
I don't understand really. He doesn't understand.
Oh, he doesn't understand. Oh, okay. Well, as long as you can hear me.
Something.
Okay, good. So love. What language do you speak?
Spanish.
Spanish, amor, is that like a little bit like Spanish?
I understand.
A bit, okay. Yeah, so it's usually taken to be some kind of feeling, an experience of warmth and expansion, usually in reference to somebody else, loving somebody else or something else, loving a particular experience, loving one thing more than another. Feeling in love, where you're all kind of excited and happy and in this kind of spacey space. And then there's a different kind of love. A love that perhaps we use words and concepts about, and perhaps we like the idea of that kind of love, the kind of universal love, or the sense that we're all connected, we're all one. This sounds wonderful, it sounds beautiful. And sometimes we have experiences where we experience a moment of connection, even with a stranger, in a train, or sometimes you just have this connection. All the boundaries melt. And perhaps your mind might put words to it like universal love, or recognizing that we are all one. But then the experience passes, and then you get annoyed with the person again, or then the next thing happens, thought comes in with this or that, next feeling comes in. And this universal oneness, wholeness, love seems to have been lost, or at least forgotten. I tend not to use the word love that much, just because it has all these different meanings that people seem to misunderstand. But if I am going to use the word love, then I would use it as another word to refer to who you are. Life itself. Freedom, truth, consciousness, awareness. Love is another word for that. It's reflected in an experience of feeling loving, but that reflection just comes and goes. It's not permanent. It's an experience, just like every other experience. A very sweet and beautiful one, a very tempting one to get hung up on and to want more of, but still an experience nonetheless. But the love that you are, that doesn't come and go. It's not a feeling. And this can often be a very tricky thing for people searching for love, waiting and hoping to know the love that they are. Because they'll be waiting for an experience, waiting to feel loving, And of course that will come and go, like every other experience. The love that you are doesn't come, and therefore doesn't go. The reason why I might use the word love as another word for who you are is because who you are includes everything that happens. It includes everything. So this is why it's love. Love loves everything that happens just the way it is, without exception. It doesn't say, I don't like that bit, or I want more of that. It doesn't say, I want to clean up that, and then I'll love it. It just loves. It has no preference, no opinion. It's just open. Wide open. More open than you could possibly even imagine. Just loving whatever is here, without exception. All the dirt on the carpet, on the fan that's spinning, all the ordinary stuff, you know, and every sensation, and the rumbling in your tummy, the noise outside, every thought, even those really annoying thoughts, even those thoughts that you feel quite ashamed of, those really ugly ones. Love doesn't care. It just loves, innocently, openly. And I say love doesn't care. That can seem like a strange contradiction. How can love not care? And that's the freedom of this love, this real love, that it doesn't care, that it doesn't need to care. It's not bound by some idea that I need to care, or I need to be a caring person or a loving person. It just loves anyway, even if you don't care, even if you don't feel loving. It radically loves anyway. Love even loves hate. Love even loves war, pain, fear, all the awful things that happen in life, in this world. The tragedies, all the suffering, the starving people, all the rapes and the murders and everything. Love doesn't care, it just loves. It doesn't need to fix anything, doesn't need to change anything. It's not aiming to make the world a better place, because there is no better than what is right now, according to love. This is unconditional love. Unconditional, it just doesn't care. It loves despite any condition, despite what you might think, what you might feel, despite the circumstances, despite the environment, despite whatever you might think about yourself, all the actions that you may have taken that you thought were wrong or bad or might have hurt anyone. Love doesn't care, it just loves. It meets whatever is here just the way it is. It meets it unconditionally. This sensation, this simple sensation, whatever it is, that love that you are, just knows that it's happening, loves it just the way it is. And I'm not suggesting you need to try to love every sensation. There's no trying in love. There's no doing at all. What I'm saying is not a recommendation that you practice something. I'm just simply describing how it is already. No doing necessary if it's already as it is. Right? What's left to do? No effort needed. You don't need to try to be a loving person when you are already love. Then you can drop that. You can let it all go. You don't need to try to be anything or to do anything. Because you are already everything that you're trying to become. Just simply see that this is how it is. What you might call awareness or consciousness, that sees everything right now. Just this situation right now as we're sitting here together. There's a seeing, there's a knowing that this experience is happening right now. Not from thinking, not from any trying to witness, but it's already known. This is known to be happening. Otherwise, how would you know it's happening? Right? It's already known to be happening. And that knowing is the love that I'm talking about. That knowing that this is happening doesn't have any preference for things to be any different. It just sees it. It is just simply aware of it. Doesn't need anything to change. That is the love that I'm talking about. You are that seeing, that knowing that this is happening. That is your true nature. That is who you are already. You always have been. You can't not be this love that you are. You can't escape it. You can't run from it. All our ideas about how bad we are, such a joke, when our true nature is love. A painful joke, for sure. But even that is loved. In love, there are no boundaries. There's no separation. There's no you or me. Love simply sees. Like a child sees, no separation. You know, I see that with my little son. He just goes up to someone and touches them. He doesn't see any boundary of separation. He doesn't know that it's not appropriate. It's just boundless love. And of course, as we grow up, we learn that in order to survive in this very strange world, we need to play the game of separation. And we don't know how to do that. So we copy other people. We're told what is appropriate, how to behave, the boundaries that we should be putting between us. But all the while we know the love that hasn't changed, that doesn't go anywhere. And we long to live as that consciously. We long to acknowledge it. We long to live openly, freely. And we try so many different things, but in the end it's really about coming back to this sense of knowing. Knowing that this that you are, seeing it all, this has never left. This has never gone anywhere. This has never grown up. You are still that same child, innocent, open, love. You're just pretending to be an adult. And when you see that you're just pretending, then you don't have to take it so seriously. on pretending, because that's the game. I'm not suggesting that suddenly we all run around like children. I mean, that would be fun, and we can, of course, but we don't need to suddenly start playing games like children. We can go on playing the game of being adults, but knowing that it's a game, then it's just like we're children pretending. We're dressing up in our parents' clothes. We're playing as if we're serious adults, as if we're grown-ups, you know. But when you know that it's just a play as if, you always have a little twinkle in your eye. You always know that it's just a game. So any play as if there's separation, as if love is not here, you can play the game, but you know, it's just a joke, because there is nothing outside of love. That it's all a play in you, in fact. There is only you. Everywhere you look, everything you touch, everything you experience is all you. Everything included in you, unconditionally loved, already in you.